Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Welcome to the stream, one and all. Oh, I did the cheesy Blue Peter start. Oh, that was fun. Okay, yes, hope you're having a lovely day. Microphone's kind of in my face. Let me move that so that you can see my face a bit better. Yes, it's a very cozy jumper. Welcome to Thinky Thursday Modding Workshop stream, where we are testing still. So this is the third stream in a row that's testing. We're testing the Bruma patch. We've made some good progress with it. We've found some problems. We've fixed them. It's all now behaving so far. So we're going to continue playing through the Bruma content with Lucien in tow. Make sure he comments at all the right places. I'm really enjoying it. It's really satisfying to find I've been working on something for ages and finally seeing it starting to come together. So yeah, I'm just going to launch into it and crack on with doing that. I'm playing with sort of God mode and things turned on, so it's not the most realistic gameplay, but in the interest of time, we're trying to whiz through it as fast as we can. Is it Thanksgiving? I'm British, but happy Thanksgiving, American people. There you go. Good. Right. So Skyrim. Happy day with the turkey and things. And the thanks. Yes. Thanks for that. That would be really exciting, Nuna. You are my chief tester. It would be fantastic if you were able to get on board with the testing, but obviously no pressure. I'm just crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers that you can get your monitor sorted for yourself as much as anything else. You know, it must be really annoying to not have a monitor that works. Thanksgiving is the last Thursday of November in America. I was wondering about this. I was wondering how it's controlled, whether it's a particular date or whether it's like Easter in the UK. And in the UK, well, in the UK and everywhere, Easter's the same, isn't it? But Easter, of course, is famously the third moon of the second month of the spring. It's approximately 8 days after the first grass begins to grow beyond a height of 3 inches, unless it's a leap year, in which case it's only 2 inches. And it always comes early or late, but it's never on time. And everyone's always like, oh gosh, Easter's very late this year. Oh, Easter's awfully early this year. No one's ever like, Easter's on time this year, it's good. It's very mysterious. No one understands. Anyway, I'm thrilled my stream got recommended to you, Seneca Nero. Let me try and create some content for you to watch, rather than me just wittering on. Because I mean, to be honest, actually, that's kind of misleading. My streams are 90% wittering. That's how this works. But, you know, wittering combined with gameplay is what we're looking for. So let's fire up the game and do some testing. So we'll go game with camera. It's a black screen, but it's not a black screen anymore. Fab. I would spell wittering without the H. Anyway, I'm glad you enjoy it. Right, here we are. In the ruins of Thingy Temple. Cloud Ruler Temple. With Lucien. How you doing, bud?
Hello there, William.
Yes, of course. My testing character, William Hartnell here. He is a generic Nord. The original, you might say. Okay. High quality witters. I hope so. I hope so. Right, let's fast travel back to Bruma. And see if we can pick up the next quest from, what's his face? Thingamahoo's it? Here's my bud. Now that we've fixed his conditions, the hope is that he will comment generally while I'm wandering around. Yes, this is multiple mods happening here, Seneca Nero. So this is the Beyond Skyrim Bruma mod. And I do not make that. I don't work on Beyond Skyrim Bruma. But I do have a follower mod, Lucien.
Good morning.
This is my follower mod, What I Voice. And this is a patch for my follower mod, Lucien, to make him comment on Beyond Skyrim Bruma. Okay. So where do we find Fred? Check, you're in the stream. How do I trigger the next quest in the quest line for testing purposes? Do I have to wait for a letter or something? Gosh, you've never heard of the Bruma mod. You've done well to avoid that. Do you have to wait a day or two? Fair enough. Do you think it's easier or harder to make content for places we've seen before or something completely original? I.e. Bruma. Blue asks. Oh, I don't know. Oh, a guard comments that Adius is looking for you, do they? I actually find it more fun to make commentary on non-base game stuff. So stuff like the Creation Club stuff and mods. I don't know why. I just find it more enjoyable.
Be careful if you head into the northern part of the county. That area
Maybe because they're small scale. Well, small, he says in Bruma, but they're smaller scale, so it's easier to have a sense of completion when you finish them. Whereas Skyrim, the main game, is just the beast that carries on and on and on forever.
Always carry a good stock of potions and restoratives around with you.
But it's harder work doing commentary on a mod like this because it's harder to look up the lore. Now, as it happens, Bruma is very, very well documented on UESP, which is really handy. But if I was to pick another mod like, I don't know, Worm's Tooth or something, it's much harder to find the commentary. Yeah, not commentary. Find the lore. You know, if I'm writing my comments, I'm more likely to have to actually play it as I write the stuff. Whereas I can use UESP as a reference for this sort of thing. Right, well, I think we're going to stand here and wait for a couple of days then. To see if it'll trigger the next bit. If I were working on Bruma for the Beyond Skyrim's team, do you think it feels limiting to have to do Bruma then? Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, I misunderstood you there, Blue. If I were working on it, do you think it feels limiting to have to do Bruma than a new place in, say, Black Marsh? I don't do any of this sort of thing. I don't do world creation or anything, so I don't know. I would have thought creatively you have a bit more freedom if it's somewhere brand new. Although, of course, Black Marsh we have seen in ESO. So it's sort of a different job whether you're recreating something or creating something from scratch. I mean, in a sense, it's probably easier recreating something in terms of you have less work in designing it. You don't have to design all the new layout and everything. You're copying. But you have to be more precise and careful in order to make it match up.
What is it? Needing an inn? Go to the Gerald View. There's another tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, but it has a bad reputation. Well deserved. Beyond Skyrim is a collection of mods aiming to add the rest of Tamriel to Skyrim. And Beyond Skyrim Bruma is the only one that's currently available, and it adds this whole region, the north of Cyrodiil, to Skyrim. So you can travel through the border and down into this region. It's incredibly professionally made. It's very, very well put together. It's one of the best examples of mods that feel like vanilla content. I mean, it doesn't feel vanilla in the sense that it's so big and cool, but it has the same level of polish as the main game, if not more so. So it feels professional. It doesn't stand out and say, look, I'm a mod. And I think that's really cool. So you should definitely check it out, Seneca. It's a really cool mod. Let's wait another day. Anyway, I am happy today because I had a breakthrough on my coding. So the data I'm using at the moment is from a study using volunteers who are Parkinson's patients and control people who don't have Parkinson's. And I've been using deep learning in order to predict their activity, in order to determine their intent based on sensors that they're wearing, ideally as early as possible. And I was really struggling with it for a long time in that most of I was learning really well, something that was really effective for most of the participants. But then there were like 3 or 4 in there who it just couldn't get right at all. It was absolutely hopeless at classifying their activities. And I finally figured out today it's so simple. And it's something I should have spotted ages ago, but I didn't. And this is how science works sometimes, is you just spot something simple. Which is that
when the experimental protocol tells you to put the sensors on, you have sensors on the arms and on the head in different spots. There were nurses who were doing that before, and they didn't always get them the right way around, but I had code to automatically swap them around, so you always had the right sensor on the right spot. But what I hadn't considered was that they're not always orientated the right way. Oriented? They're not always pointing the right direction. So you might have the sensor aligned vertically on the arm, but you also might have it aligned horizontally, which turns everything round. So most of the time they had it correctly pointing up the arm, but occasionally they were pointing horizontally along the arm. And so everything, when it thought it was going right, it was actually going up, and when it thought it was going left, it was actually going down. So I coded a thing in order to rotate them all round to one constant frame of reference, and it works really well now. So it corrects for that. It's a very simple problem that I should have fixed ages ago, but it's lovely now. It works for all of them. Anyway, it's made me very happy. It's nice to have some success. Let's find a guard.
You're the one who helped return the count.
Oh, yes! Adius is looking for me. Great.
Captain Adius is looking for you.
Hello.
Hey, nice to see you around. Listen, there's a situation, and there are a few people I can trust with this.
About this problem you're having.
So maybe you'll help me with this? That's great news. As I said, there's a situation. Don't go around publicizing this, but a new threat's cropped up. Far to the east of Bruma. Not bandits, not hedge wizards. Talos worshippers. Believe me, I don't have any bones to pick with Talos worshippers. People can worship whoever they want to worship, as far as I'm concerned. But this has me spooked. I don't want Armion and his damned justiciars to arrest them and send them off to Blue River Prison. Or worse. Now I'm tied up in Bruma dealing with other matters. I hate to ask, but would you help me with this?
Sure thing, girlfriend.
First, let me be clear. I'm not asking you to kill them, and I'm not asking you to hand them over to the Thalmor. I hate them as much as any Imperial. No, I'm asking you to convince them to lie low. I don't care if they keep worshipping Talos. They just need to do it privately. I don't want the Thalmor making an example out of them, and I don't want them to use this as an excuse to step up their presence in Bruma. And that's likely. Given their location near a county board of the Shaden Hall nobility might get involved. Political disaster waiting to happen. So just go and speak with them, like I said. They're far to the east of Bruma, near County Shaden Hall. Here, I'll mark it on your map, just in case.
Cool. So we have the quest now. Oh yeah, Wares of Tamriel is another Beyond Skyrim thing. Quick opinion poll, you guys, what do you think? Wares of Tamriel, is that a mod? I'll do a poll, an actual poll, so you can vote. Is that something you'd be interested in having Lucien commentary on at some point? So he'd recognize the items and comment on them. There we go. Poll is now running. Just be interested to know how many of you who are watching would be interested in downloading that, you know, if it were a thing. Or it should be running. It's just spinning at me. Come on. Let's try it again. It won't launch. Give me a sec. Let me refresh. See if that'll let it happen. Sorry, you can't interact with the poll yet. It doesn't exist yet. It won't work. When it does, though, it'll pop up at the top of the chat window, and you'll be able to click on it and select an option. Will that work? There you go. It's now working. Right. Poll has now been created. Usual rules. Subscriber votes count twice. You can vote again with channel points and with bits, all that sort of thing. But just general interest. Is it something that you're fussed about? And if you're not fussed, you know, if you wouldn't download it, please do vote no. Yeah, definitely it would be a good idea, Nuna, to do that. Anyway, right. Gosh, this is a bit of a sticky situation. I'm not actually sure what the right call is here. Now, that's interesting. Lucian's commented... It's commented here... It might be better to get him to hold off until you're actually near them. Let's go there and see how the quest progresses. Because it sort of works, but it might work better if it was at a particular place. Yeah, okay, so there are multiple different places you could put the Wares of Tamriel's ship. Point is, don't make Lucien comment on it being in a particular place. In general.
Oh, there, traveler. Who are you? Are you with a Thalmor? Tell me. Now!
Looks like a missing texture there. Haven't seen one of them in a while. I'm not with the Thalmor.
Then I suppose I can afford to stow my weapon. I hope for your sake you're not lying. Besides, we've nothing to be ashamed of. Go on then. Ask whatever you like. Come and go as you please. But we'll be watching you.
Thank you, Sophia. Right, okay, so...
I'm Era. I lead the congregation here. We worship Talas, and by the divines, we make no bones about it.
Now, I could have Lucien comment only when you get to this bit. You could do that. That's really annoying how that's all purple there.
We shouldn't need to hide. Soon, when the Thalmor are
Let me open SSE Edit and have a look at what the options are. Oh, actually, just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Back! Sorry, said I wouldn't be a second. Okay, right. So...
Eat it soon. We'll be
Oh, I wanted to check what he says if I load my Bruma patch. Dialogue topics, Bruma main quest, idle. Gosh, this is a bit of a sticky situation. Okay. A delicate situation. So let's go get stage. Get stage, or let's go SQS. CYR Bruma MS08. Okay, so we're still at stage 10. So the stage doesn't progress beyond this until we actually make a decision. So it would just be a distance check. But then it's weird that Lucien doesn't say anything when you get the thing. He told me they're behaving too publicly and well, he doesn't want us to bring... It does make sense. Actually, thinking about it, it does make sense him saying it back there because Adius has already told you the situation. He's told you need to go and talk to them or not or whatever. So it's a sticky situation. It does make sense for him to say that. Because otherwise you might miss the comment altogether if you have to be within a certain range of these guys. And then, you know, you might just be near them. You won't necessarily be doing the right...
Rodlin, sworn to
Might not be relevant. No, on reflection, I am going to leave it how it is. Have him say it's a sticky situation once you've been presented with the situation by Adius. I think that does work. So anyway, what's the next line? We've got one line for each of the 3 different choices now. Sorry, 4 different choices. So let's test each of these. Not you. You.
Hello?
Right, Captain Adius sent me.
Sending someone to stop us worshipping Talus? Has the captain gone mad? I always considered the captain a man of honor, a man of tolerance. Someone who refused to be a puppet to the Thalmor and the shameful demands. Why such a sharp change in the captain's outlook? What could he, or you, possibly say that would lead us to renounce the god hero of mankind?
Okay, so we've got different options. Let's go with... This is the one I'm going to end up with because I want to see the outcome from that later on. So, let's try this one.
I'm glad you've seen
Just
sense.
continue as you are. Keep worshipping Talos.
Though I am concerned by what you said, Captain Adius is a good man. If he's concerned about Bruma's welfare, then...
Yes.
They will find out. The Thalmor are many things, but they're certainly not incompetent. They operate with frightening efficiency. But I suppose you're right. Tiber Septon wouldn't have backed down, and neither will we. We will fight for our faith to the last.
Ira leads the congregation.
Okay.
He is now.
I'm just a
Any
That
thoughts,
was
Lucien,
why
on
I
this
see.
decision we've made? Oh, here's Adius. Okay.
Oh, you're still here. Good. Finally got done with all that paperwork and procedure for that damn thief Galette.
So we're now at stage 40 and 12. So hang on. So I'm looking for when the stage becomes 41. And when that happens,
So,
Lucien should
I
come
assume
in.
you've reached a mutual understanding? Or
Yeah,
are you
I
still
think
in
it's Sophia,
negotiations?
but
Yes, Captain Adius.
I've never played
In
with
a
Mercy.
sense,
Maybe it's both. Maybe
we
she does
both
both.
agreed that the sensible thing is to keep worshipping Talus openly. All married dogs be damned.
Friend, Iera, Listen. This is for the sake of Bruma, not for the sake of the Thalmor. If the Thalmor come knocking...
We are the devout of Talus. We're not going to be cowed by the Thalmor and the Concorded. We'll fight if need be.
I suppose you're right. It wouldn't be true to myself if I forced you to stop worshiping Talus.
Can I help you?
Okay, fine.
I am pretty handy with
Your
the blade.
messenger has sense, Adius.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I think we all trust that they made the right call.
He's more than a messenger. He's a friend. But... well... see you, Iera. And may Talos preserve Bruma in the days ahead.
What is it?
Didn't
Okay. The stage is now 41.
as I asked. I asked you to get them to at least worship more subtly, but now they've got more resolve than ever.
Ah, okay.
I've never been one to enforce the Concordat. I can't stand that damn
So
thing,
Lucian's
but
now
this
talking over
is a great
Adius,
risk.
which we
If
don't
Thalmor
want.
find out about this, then I'll
So
well,
what I can do is
here's your
I can
payment.
add a
I guess for the
condition
time being, we go
to say, don't trigger if the player is in dialogue with Adius. So wait for that to finish. Although,
ways once more. But something makes me think our paths will cross again.
okay, dialogue's finished. So if I wait, it's very simple actually. If I just wait for stage to be greater than 100. If I wait for the stage to be greater than or equal to 100 as well as another condition, then that will do it. So let's try that. Let's go for a save. And we'll quit there. We'll jump into SSE Edit. And I'm going to go... Hang on, I think this is off the bottom of your screen. There we go. Right. And I'm going to go get stage done. So I'm going to add a condition. And I'm going to say get stage done. And we're going to go CYR Bruma MS08. A delicate situation. And I want that stage to be 100. Non-violent quest completion. User gets stage done, checks individual stage. No, that's useful that it's got a hint. And I want that to be equal to 1. So we're going to wait for you to finish the dialogue. And I think it's worth also having this condition on the other ones. So we've got, what are my options here? If I change that, if we look at 100, yeah, non-violent quest completion would be 100. So we want that for each of them. So if we add the same thing here, and I'll copy and paste this so I can just paste it in the next one. Stage 100 equals 1. Hey, Azure Dominion. Yep, so I'm just modifying my Bruma patch in order to make sure Lucien waits to comment on a delicate situation until you finish the dialogue with Adius. Okay, so that one, and that one, and then this is the violent option. And for that one, we already have a get stage done for it for completion, so that should not need it. So let's save this, and we got to remember to close SSE Edit. And now we can go back to the game and test it out. Sorry, mic noises. Buzz. Why are you buzzing? No, bad noises. Better. Sorry. Okay, so let's reload from before we made this decision. And just do it again and make sure he waits this time.
Ira leads the congregation.
Hello?
I'm just a humble servant, a simple
Why
devotee.
such a sharp change? I'm glad you've seen sense. They will find, but I suppose you're right. Cyberception wouldn't have backed down.
Oh, look,
and
she's
neither
both
will
eating
we.
bread and drinking at the
We
same
will fight
time.
for our faith to the last. Here he is now. Never was light on his feet.
Yeah. Come on.
Ah, you're still here. Good. Finally got done with all that paperwork and procedure for that damn thief Galat. So, I assume you've reached a
Yeah.
mutual understanding?
Yes, Captain.
What is it?
Whoa, easy there.
Era.
We are the devout of Talus. Hey, watch it.
What is it?
Your messenger has sent Sadius.
He's more than a messenger. He's a friend.
Hello.
But
What it?
My toe.
you didn't do as I asked. I asked you to get them to at least worship more. I've never... If the thought... But... Here's your... I guess for the time being we go our separate ways once more. But something makes me think our paths will cross again.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
Am I the only one who feels an awful sense of foreboding? I mean, I understand why we're letting them carry on as they are, but I'm not looking forward to whatever happens next.
Fab. Let's test the next one.
Hello? Sending... I always... Why such a sharp change in the captain's outlook?
Okay.
What could he-
You should stop
Or-
worshipping
You're
Talos.
having a laugh, surely. We will not stop worshipping Talus. Never. We have our principles and we have our dignity.
Hey, Butane, welcome to the stream. Okay. Player.setav speech 100. Oh, I think it's probably speechcraft.
You be gone.
Oh, hang on, try again.
Why such a sharp change in the... I'm
No,
glad
no,
you've
not that,
seen
not that.
sense. Though I am concerned by what you said, Captain Adius is... You're...
Stop.
We will not
Yeah.
stop worshipping...
Persuade.
I can't argue with that. I hate the Thalmor, I really do. But I suppose denying them the pleasure of dominating Bruma is a greater victory for Talus than getting sent off to Blue River as a heretic. Fine. Fine. We'll stop. You have our word. Here he is now. Never was light on his feet.
Ira leads the congregation. I'm just a humble servant, a simple devotee.
Oh, you're still here. Good. Finally got done with all that paperwork and procedure for that damn thief Galat. So, I assume you've reached a mutual understanding? Or are you still in negotiations?
Yes, Captain Adius. We've decided to stop worshipping Talus. At least, for now. We'll certainly still have faith in our hearts. But for the time being, not on our lips.
Wait, I never expected you to stop worshipping Talus. Are you sure you want to...
Yes, we're sure. Your messenger convinced us. The fate of Bruma is more important than being stubborn.
Lucien looks
Talus
shocked.
would understand.
He's more than a messenger. He's a friend.
Friendo!
But... Well, thank you. You're putting a lot aside for the sake of Bruma, and I thank you for it. You convinced them to stop worshipping Talus, at least for the time being. I'm stunned. I didn't even ask for that, and yet you came through.
Let's just check. It was SQSCYRMS08. CYR Bruma MS08. There we go. So the stage is now 31. Yep, and we're waiting for it to hit 100 before we do.
Listen, I realize this is hard for them, and I don't do this lightly. But the future of Bruma would look bleak if the Thalmor thought I was enabling Talos worship. I owe you a debt 100 times over, friend. Here, take this coin from the treasury as a thank you from me. Our job here is done. I guess for the time being we go our separate ways once more. But something makes me think our paths will cross again.
My word, that was heavy. I feel awful. Those poor people not being allowed to follow their beliefs. Still, at least they'll be safe now, I suppose.
Cool.
Ira leads the congregation. I'm just a humble servant, a simple devotee.
Sendings. Oh, why such a sharp change in the captain's outlook?
Oh, hang on. It's
Or
okay.
you?
Can I help you?
TGM.
Please say
Okay,
that
this one's
Lucian
gonna be
Beyond
horrible, but we
Skyrim
need to
your
do
own
it for the sake
mankind.
of testing. Lucian's gonna hate this. Sorry, buddy.
Farewell. And we'll tell us specific.
Here he comes.
I'm here. Finally got done with... By the Divines, you butchered all these people! And for what? For what?
Killing them was necessary to protect Bruma, you know that,
But
Alias.
at what cost? At what cost? My job is to
Not
protect
friend
these
now, yeah,
people,
exactly.
And you just cut them down like dogs!
Oh, it's so dramatic.
Get out of my sight, you murderous bastard. I have no desire to speak with your kind.
Well, yay. Right, Lucian, hang on. Let's go mod configuration, Lucian. I want my stats. Okay, we currently have approval 61.
I can't believe you just did that. And that I helped. I mean, yes, it solves the problem, but the cost. Those poor people.
And mod configuration, Lucian. Stats. Approval 11. We lost 50.
Sorry, I keep meaning to give you
Okay,
this.
that's really inappropriate
Since this
there,
arrangement
but that's
seems to
just
be
the
working out
timing.
all right for us
No, it's
so
not
far.
working out alright. It's working out really badly. It's working out really spectacularly badly, Lucian. But anyway, right. Let's reload again. And do the last option.
Sending. Oh, why such a sharp change in the.
Be more subtle.
See, that's. Well, it's more likely to happen than asking us to renounce a divine. But why should we live in shame of our faith?
If you don't, the Thalmor will tighten their grip on Bruma.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. Very well then. We will lay low for the time being. Let Adius know we're sorry for any problems that has caused for him, or may cause him. He's a good man, clearly. Any other guard captain would have handed us over to the Thalmor. No questions asked. Ah, here he is now. Never was light on his feet.
Ira leads the congregation. I'm just a humble
Oh, you're
servant.
still here.
A
Are
simple
you getting bored of
devotee.
this scene
Finally
yet?
got done with all that paperwork and procedure for that
damned thief, Colette.
So, I assume you've reached a mutual understanding? Or are you still in negotiations?
Yes, Captain Adius. We're going to worship more subtly, as your messenger asked.
He's more than a messenger. He's a friend.
Friendo!
But thank you for coming around. I realize it must have been tough for you to see the justification. I'm grateful, friend, that you did what I asked. But I wonder now if it was the right call. I appreciate your loyalty, but this could turn out badly. If the Thalmor have so much as an inkling that I'm shielding Talus worshippers, heads will roll. Most likely mine. And that's if they're feeling merciful. But what's done is done. There's no time for second guessing. Here's hoping we made the right call. Here's your reward. You've earned it, friend.
Hey!
I guess for the time being we go our separate ways once more. But something makes me think our paths will cross again.
Lucien humming? Now, are you going to say your thing when you finished humming? Probably take 20 seconds or so.
I think that was the best choice we could have made. I feel bad for the Talus worshippers. No one should have to hide who they are. But at least now they'll be safe.
Hey! Cool, so now what do we do next? Well, we've got some more time to kill. It's worth us checking out an Ayleid ruin to see what Lucien says about that. So let's try Sedor. Because he does have Ayleid comments. Now let's check the conditions for them in SSE Edit. Bow chicka wow wow, bow wow wow wow, bow chicka wow wow. Dialogue topic. Ayleid's idol. Right, okay, so he has a bunch of things to say about the Ayleids, but they're all quite low probability. So they may not trigger at all during this dungeon delve. Let's see. If I complete the dungeon without him saying any of them, then we can increase the probability on them.
There you are.
Nope.
Lucien Flavius, reporting for duty.
I just want to check. I didn't give him an ask about the Ayleids option. No. Okay, cool. So he should just chime in with some idols while we're here. These places are so pretty. It's so pretty here.
This'll hurt. Bad.
Radical suggestion here, but I was just wondering,
Nope, I'm a god. Sorry. What is Blorbo Bonket? You're Oblivion Argonian. You've been playing on stream. Oh, that's cool. Interesting name for an Argonian.
Thought you could get away.
Since we're here, let's just check the other conditions on the Ayleid things and make sure that they're all satisfied. So we're saying is an interior and location has keyword. Okay, 06000F61. Player.location has keyword. Hang on. 14. Player.location has keyword 14000 F61. Yeah, that's true. Is an interior. Is an interior. Good. What about my quest ones? Yep, there's nothing on there apart from that Lucien isn't sneaking. Fab. Okay, so these should just be down to probability.
Got a good haul yesterday. Good haul indeed. Might go buy myself some Surly Brothers to celebrate.
Hello there. What's next?
Hey, Mr. Video Freak, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Let's try and find the right path down. I feel like we're going hopelessly the wrong way. How go? Okay, so we came through here. We went down these steps. Oh, blimey, that's not ideal. Mr. Video Freak, sorry about that. Can Lucien follow me down? He can. Good, yes. Okay, we've got different options. We can go that way or we can go this way. Let's go this way. Yes, true. That is a positive, Luna. Though a £400 bill does also sound quite scary. I'm trying to find a follower-friendly route. Is there not just a sort of ramp? $500! Is that how much new tires cost? Blimey. Where's he gone? He's stuck. Come on. Gosh, he's really struggling. What's up with you? Is there no nav mesh down here or something? Oh, there's a door there. I don't really know where I'm going here. We don't have a quest objective. I'm just sort of wandering.
Terribly sorry.
Oh, was that where we came in? We're back in the same entrance. Oh, it's a different way you could have gone. Okay. Let's go back round again and try the higher route. Oh, no, we're stuck here now. We're on the top of the balcony. We'd have to jump down. Right. Come on, buddy. We're going back. Do you have a buzz, Cthulhu? That's probably my microphone again if you have a buzz. Hold on. Let me try and sort it. My microphone is buzzing. There we go. Fixed. I need to try and sort this loose connection. It's been plaguing us for a long time. Yeah, it will have buzzed when I fiddled with it, but it was background humming. It'll depend on your audio setup, whether you've got whether you're having it directly into headphones, how loud they are.
Sorry.
Whether ooh, Welcome stone.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little off color.
Right, let's try and find a better way through. No, he just does not want to follow us through here. I mean, it's very uneven ground. So I'm thinking that I've got these probabilities set up a little bit too low. Because it'd be nice if he'd said something by now. You know, we've been down here a while. I'm gonna just get myself up there. Oh no, that's apparently not how it works. You're going to revoice all your lines, Mr. Video Freak. That sounds like a total nightmare. Where's he gone? I would never revoice all my lines. If the mic quality is completely different, I'd stick using the old mic. But it's just not worth the hassle of revoicing all your dialogue. That would be a, you know, a mod killer for me. Oh, there he is. I've certainly not noticed any problems with the quality of Lucifer's audio.
Me?
Oh yeah, use it for other voice work, and then when you're recording for Lucifer, use your old mic. You're very welcome, Mad Max. Glad you found them helpful. Okay. Still nothing. Thing is, the problem that with his nav mesh that he's having all the time, with not being able to follow, means he could be commenting when he's too far away and we're not hearing it. Thing is, I need to try not to be impatient with it. That's the thing, because we're testing. I'm impatient to hear him say something. But I've got to think about the gameplay. You know, you want these lines to be rare so that they're not repetitive. But the reality is we're a good way in. We've heard nothing. So I think what I'm going to do at this point is save and close. And we can edit. And tweak them. I'm going to tweak one of them to play with 100% probability, just to check that the rest of the conditions are firing and there's nothing wrong with the quest. So let's go with the wear law as your armor line. And we'll say get random percent less than 100. And remember to close SSE edit. And we'll open again. Okay. This shouldn't take long now, in theory, if I've done it right.
Wear law as your armor, so the Ayleids used to say. I've always liked that. Words I try to live by.
There you go. Okay. Right, let's do some maths to see what I should have this value set to. Right, I'm going to go to my old Reddit post. Okay. Let's do a screen with camera so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here is my equation for the time between lines. Now, how many lines do we have? Let's open SSE Edit and count them. And I've got my handy calculator here. So we go to, let's see, we have got Bruma, Ayleid's Idol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10 Ayleid lines. So our probability, our time between is 23 divided by open brackets 1 minus open brackets, and they're all set to 0.5% at the moment. So 1 minus 0.005 to the power of 10, close brackets. And that tells me we'll get one line every 470 seconds. 470 seconds is, of course, every 8 minutes, which is quite rare. So, I historically have aimed for 4 minutes between each line. Which would be 240. Yeah, 0.005. That's 0.5% is what they were currently set at. So let's go for a smaller. Let's say I wanted to do 4 minutes. Because we've only got 10 lines here. That's why. So we'll do 1 minus 10 over 240. If we want every 240 seconds. To the power of 1 over 10 tells me, oh, I've done that wrong. That tells me I want 0.4%. That's not right. 1 minus, open brackets, 1 minus, there you go, 20, so it's 23 over 240. That's still right. Okay. To the power of 1 over 10. There you go, 1%. 1% would make it every 4 minutes. So if I roughly double the probability on every line, that'll mean he chirps up once every 4 minutes, which is at least consistent with the rest of the mod. So we'll do that. Which is an easy fix, because I can just go in and delete all the 0.5s. Okay. Save that. And close. I'm now happy with that, because we tested that 1 at least works. So we know the conditions are fine, and now I've worked out the probabilities. They're fixed at about 4 minutes. So 2 dragons and 3 giants. Make the dragons fight the giants. So you need to do it by context, Mr. Video Freak. So if you've got 20 lines that will only play in Dwemer Ruins, then do it like that. If they're all just general lines, that if they'll play in any situation, then you want to make those, you want that time to stick at 4 minutes, but you probably got to have a lot of them that will play in just any situation, so you want to adjust for that. But if they're for different contexts, then you would need to, if you wanted to work out the probability, you'd have to work out the amount of time you spend in each of those contexts, which rapidly becomes very, very complicated. So you'd have to do it by separating them out into mutually exclusive contexts. Right, so we were going this way. If they have no specific conditions, then yeah, put them all together and run them through the equation. But if they're conditioned on a quest stage, if they're based on a quest stage, you don't need to worry about it. You know, if it's something that'll only happen very rarely, or just once, like a quest stage, then it's not a problem. Gosh, there's a lot of enemies here. Okay. Now, what I've done is only a subtle tweak. We've just reduced it, reduced the time between lines, essentially. But we haven't made it guaranteed or anything. So there's no chance. It's not necessarily the case that he'll start talking more. Well, he should talk slightly more. He should say things, but he shouldn't suddenly become incredibly chatty. And I don't know how much longer we'll be in this dungeon. Can you follow me, or are you stuck? Oh, you can. That's good. I love all the Ayleid assets. It's so cool. They're all so professional, but so distinct from the Draugr. Come on, buddy. Oh, and I don't have God mode on. How many lines has the Bruma patch got altogether? About 80? In this version 1? We appear to be stuck. We can't fit through this gap. Oh, yes I can. But Lucien won't be able to. He'll probably get stuck as well. Oh no, he's fine. Okay. Am I going back the way I came? I probably am. Ooh, a button. Not the way I came. Oh, this is the other side of that thing. Okay. It's very dark. Oh, a chest. Cool. Doesn't really matter. Enemies all dead now. Come on, mate. We're going this way. You're not coming. You got yourself stuck again.
The Ayleids
there you go.
grip on Cyrodiil for well over 1,000 years, until Alessia's slave revolt in the early First Era. It was all downhill for them from there. A few hundred years later, they were all but gone.
Fab. Ultimately, what I need to remember is there aren't that many Ayleid ruins. I mean, there's what? 1, 2. There are just 2 of them. Looks like in the Bruma world space. So there's not a huge scope for repetition. Oh no, there's 3. There's Anger as well. Okay. 1, 2, 3. See you, Mr. Video Freak. Happy modding. So I was a bit over cautious with my probabilities before.
That was terrifying.
Anyway, there we go. Is this the boss? Hello? Oh, yes. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, there's another one. Lucien! You're downed! Vindobat. Come on, mate. You got this. We're going. This looks like an exit. Oop. Hello, Dwarach. Welcome to the stream. Oh, we finished it. Okay, cool. So what is the way out? This will help. Ah, no direct path seeing. Oh no, it is guiding me. Lead me. Ooh, bad guy. And we've also lost Lucien again. There he is. It's taking me down here. It was sort of left, isn't it? To the entrance? Or were we sort of... You know what? It's not really worth the hassle, is it? Trying to find my way out of here. When I can just cheat. There he is. There we go. Oh no, hang on. Oh, stuck on the floor. There we go. Well, it's great to have you here, Butane. Sorry, I know watching me wander around this ruin isn't the most wildly exciting thing in the world. But it's all good testing. Right, so we know the Ayleid stuff works now. We've got the probabilities to a more sensible thing. So, if we head back to Bruma and wait there for a bit, we can pick up the next quest.
Careful.
Yes, I know.
Gort's the name, killing's the game.
I'm Albecius, of the Jucani family.
Oh, there's a guard.
What is it?
Okay, so he's not looking for me, so let's wait another 24 hours. And here we have the inside of Lucien's skull. As you can see, it is empty. The poor bean. He's literally full of hot air.
The guard captain, Adius, was looking for you.
Okay, he's looking for
He
us.
had a lot on his mind.
I mean, so you've probably noticed these guys do say Adius, and Lucien says Adius. Can we just put that down to accent so I don't have to re-record it?
I don't
Is it
believe I've
okay?
seen
I've decided it's okay.
Fascinating.
He only says it like twice.
Bruma, is that what we have here?
Hey, friend. I just, wanted to talk. To say you're a stranger who just wandered into my path as I was looking for stolen artifacts. We've accomplished a lot together. You're a rare sort. You're the kind of person who stands by people and does good by a fair
Thank you,
city.
people.
I can respect that more than I can respect most. If you're up for it, I was wondering if you'd let me buy you a drink at the Gerald View. We can talk as friends, as it were.
Ooh, that subtitle was very not correct. Sure, I'd love to.
Great. I'm looking forward to catching up.
And I will just minimize that and open up. Boop doop boop 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 ba-doo 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 boo. Let's open up Lucien's Bruma patch again, and we can see what the next dialogue line is. Yes, Namor, Namor, Namore, Namor. They're all options. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Lucien is more posh than the guards. This is true. He's more posh than most people. Okay, thank you for the follow, Dimentiza. Okay. So now we're back on the main quest. Incidentally, while I'm on the Bruma stuff, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. He has 19 Bruma lines. No, he doesn't. How many lines actually on Bruma itself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He only has 7 Bruma lines. But you do go to Bruma a lot. We don't want them to repeat. No, I'll probably leave them where they are. Do we hear Adius say his own name? I don't know. Let's not bother for now. Okay. So his next thing is once we've been given the mission to sort out Farina. So he's not going to comment on this date we've been asked on. So let's just give it a few hours. Here's the Gerald View Inn.
Hail, traveler.
Have you seen a man hanging around, looking like he's waiting for someone? Perhaps wearing a single red
You
rose?
seem a little fevered. You should go get some rest.
There he is.
Take a seat, friend. Relax. No point talking as friends if your feet and back are aching, huh?
Yeah, very nice.
Ah, you came. Excellent. Now we can speak as friends.
I quite like this.
I guess I should just cut to the chase. For a long time, I've felt like I've kind of just been going through the motions of being guard captain, you know? Like a part of my soul was torn out of me.
Dark. Why have you been feeling like that, 80 years old
It
buddy?
all goes back to, mistake I made a long time ago. A guardswoman under my service, Ivan Vidichin. She was one of the most courageous and stalwart guards, or friends, I've ever had. And she died
Change the linens.
because of me.
Don't you trust me, Stantis?
How did she die?
I was leading a raid against some bandits.
It was the
Some
linens.
of the
Yesterday,
most
it was
dangerous,
the
most loathsome bandits
It
in the
feels
Jarrows.
like you don't trust
She was
me.
fighting alongside us. I made some
I'm sorry.
bad calls.
The inn is just
We were
been so busy
surrounded,
lately, and the
and
stress
she
is getting
perished.
to me.
I've never forgiven myself for it.
You
Never.
Take it as a compliment,
And since then, it's never been the same.
is busy
When you're a guard, you've got to be somewhat distant from things. You can't get too friendly with the people you're serving and arresting. And so there's been a hole in my life ever since.
And I have filled the hole in your life. Anyway, what's next?
Well, the other day, that thief you helped apprehend, the artifact pilferer Etienne Goulet, got out of jail somehow. I suspect we haven't seen the last of him. But as of right now, things have been pretty quiet. Well, except for one thing, one big thing. Ever run into Thorina's cutters?
Yes, I have.
Then you know the kind of viciousness we're up against.
Always happy to help you,
Thanks.
friend.
I appreciate it. Alright then. Our scouts suggest they're based near Greenwood, where the Gerals meet the Great Forest. An old, repurposed fort. Locals and bandits alike have taken to calling it Fort Cutpurse. End Thorina. Meet me back in Bruma when you're done. I'll see what I can do to get you a fitting reward. Best of luck, friend. Be careful in there.
Cool. Right, Lucien should now have a comment.
Sounds like this Thorina needs sorting out. How about we cut her down to size? Get it? I'm going to say that to her. It'll be great.
Yay!
Near a city called home was born quite the scoundrel.
No, I'm thinking more about these Bruma comments. The general Bruma town comments, we said, what was there? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just running them through that equation again. How often does that mean you would have to spend in Bruma before you heard at least one of them? 23 over 1 minus 0.005 to the power of 10. That's 4. Sorry, not 10. We said 7. Didn't we? Yeah. Ooh, a raid! Thank you for the raid, Emma Denema. Welcome to the stream, people. I'm just doing some maths. So that means he would comment on 667, every 667 seconds, which is every 11 minutes. That is, so on average, you'd have to spend an hour 10-ish in Bruma in order to hear them all. An hour 17, which is too much. So let's bump it down. Let's say I'd like you to spend... How long do you think you... What do you guys think? How long do you think in a playthrough you would typically spend in Bruma? In the city when you're doing this? I don't know, half an hour? Actually in the city itself? Let's say half an hour. Hey, Raiders. Yes, very cool to have you here. They only play outdoors while you're in the city. So if it was half an hour divided by 7, we'd want them to play once every 4 minutes on average. And if we wanted them to play once every 4 minutes on average, then we need to do 1 minus 1 over... 1 minus, open brackets, 1 minus 23 over 240. 240 to the power of 1 over 7 then. So that actually suggests a probability of 1.4%. So if I made it 1%, that would err on the side of caution. So let's double those probabilities again. And if they end up repeating too often while we're playing, then we'll put them back. And I will just quit Skyrim so that we can make the update. Because with it at 1%, then it's going to be 23 over 1 minus 1.001 to the power of... Sorry, 1.01 to the power of 10. Hang on. Oh, no, hang on. 1 minus. And it should be 0.01 to the 10. There you go. Yeah, 240. I mean the city, specifically the city. Not the whole mod. Yeah. So that'll mean it'll play about once every 4 minutes. Which I'll take. You'll have a line. That's fine. That's fine. We'll do that. We'll give it a go. If it feels like too much while we're playtesting, we can always change it again. Okay. So let's reload the game with those new probabilities. Okay. So now our new objective is against the cutters. So let's go do that.
Yes, travel.
Where's the entrance? It is... where is it on the map? It's down here. Cutpurse hideout. So I've really itchy nose today.
You won't leave here alive.
Oh. Anyway, Emma's people, what have you just been doing? Where have you come from? What brings you here?
Good to see you.
How was your stream beforehand?
Let's get moving.
Were you doing Skyrim stuff?
Ah, my toe.
Wisps or caps? Cool. Right.
Time to die.
Cutters. Anyway, so Lucien, here we are.
Cutpurse? Whoever named it that was asking for trouble.
Fab. I love this dungeon. It's really cool. This whole underground fort thing.
What was that? Ha! Found it!
Oh, with the voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord arts. Believe the Dragonbone comes. Oh, Lucien. Oh, you goon! What a goon! You silly bean. Come on your feet, lad. You can get past some rocks. We've got cutters to cut down. You've got puns to make about it. It's going to be brilliant. We can't go this way. How do we get there then? Through here?
You could get away.
What could that be?
Give me this. Why did I just start in the shadows? That's very odd. Wonder why that happened. Anyway, I'll ignore that. For some reason, acquiring Ruin's Edge causes that to happen. Hi, Ego Cat. I'm very well, thank you today. What we're doing today is testing Lucien's Bruma patch. So we are playing through Beyond Skyrim Bruma, his main quest, in order to make sure Lucien comments at all the right places.
I swear I heard something.
How do I get there? Where's he gone? Come on, buddy! You go in a weird direction. You got stuck. Hey, very classy demon. Where'd he go?
Please, leave me.
Yeah, I know you say that, but if I do, you'll just try and kill me again. Okay. This was not where we wanted to be. I want to be over there. Which is, you get across like that. Okay. Gotta go this way. You did the hydrate. I didn't see that. Let me do that. Cold tea. Lovely. What's going on is I'm shooting you with this bow, and I'd appreciate it if you would stop moving. So that we can go through this door and get Lucien to make his next comment on the quest line. I need a key. Where do I get the key? All the way over there? I can't be bothered with that. No, I don't want to cheese it though. I loved Andor. It was fab. I'll just whiz there very quickly. It's nice that they give you a marker for the kill. There we go. We has the key. Oh, we never do spoilers on the stream. No, spoilers are not allowed.
Must you push like that?
Don't worry. But it is very good. Very good show. We like.
Is it over?
Bring him over here. And in we go into the main bit of the fortress. And which way do we reckon it is? This way? Another cutter. There's lots of them. It's nice that they have like a shrine. Cool.
Pay for that.
Gosh, there's a lot of these chaps. Come on. Oh, he thinks he's in combat now. He's confused himself. how do I get... That's quite distressing how that's also untidy. Is it this way? This is kind of the way we came, but I feel like we've reached the end. So let's go back this way maybe and try the other route. Ah, we need the key, and the key was the other way. I guess. One of these guys would have had it. Should have been looting them. Well, who had the key? We don't get a marker for this one. There it is. Oh no, is that the one we want? No, we need a special key. Key to the tower. Oh, were they backwards? Does it say tower key when it means main door key and main door key when it means tower key? I think we might now have the key that we need. Yeah. So that's a bug. But not with my mod. That's with Bruma.
Found you once again.
Right. Let's just get through this lot and find Tharina. And then when we've found Tharina, we can get the next bit of dialogue. Come on, buddy. Oh, yeah, this is the bit. I remember this before. The bit where there's a sudden hole in the floor.
What was that?
Okay, here's Tharina. Now, I'm going to save here. Let Lucien and Tharina duke it out. If she needs extra help, I'll give it to her, but I'm hoping...
We're going to cut you down to size. No, it worked better when it was cut.
Okay, his dialogue got cut off, but it did work. Snipes many innocents! What a horrible name! Must have been a nasty chap. Right, okay. Oh, Tharina heals. He's tough! Good, so she's got lots of health, so Lucien has lots of opportunity to say his line.
Just a scratch.
There we go. Done! Next line, please, Lucien. Whenever you're ready. Okay, what's the condition? Let's have a look. Oh, I do encourage you to persist with rebels. No, none of these are lines you say by interacting. They're all idols, like most of Lucien's quest commentary. But yeah, Rebels is one of those shows that gets so much better after the first season. As the particular, it's sort of a linear scale. The further through Rebels you go, the better the quality is. Seasons 3 and 4 are amazing. But I appreciate you have to work your way through to get there. But, like, stick with it. Because it becomes one of my favourite shows. Okay, so I'm looking for main quest. Mission accomplished, cutters vanquished. Right. Get in location, County Bruma. Yep, get stage done. JR31 Lucien Bruma main quest. SQS JR31 Lucien Bruma main quest. 420 equals 1 and 430 equals 0. Yep, that's satisfied. Let's do SQSCYRMS09. The stage 100 is done. Yeah. And then it's service rewarded. Stage 10 is not done. Stage 10 is not done yet. All of those things are satisfied. So, in theory, he should, if I wait long enough, just say the line. The conditions are all satisfied here.
Mission
There you go.
accomplished.
Yeah, they were. We just had to wait.
Vanquished. Splendid work all. Let's go tell Adius. He'll be thrilled.
Fab. Is there a shortcut out? I don't think there is. I think we have to backtrack. I do prefer the Clone Wars animation style. And I really like that they're using it in Tales of the Jedi. Da 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 bum bum. Well, I'm thrilled that my timeline motivated you. I like the Bad Batch. I don't like it as much as I did the Clone Wars, primarily because I don't find the Bad Batch themselves hugely compelling as characters. They've grown on me a lot, but it's still not my I don't know, I don't like them as much as I grew to love Ahsoka and Rex and Co. Or Mando and Grogu. You know. There are other protagonists I like more. I also feel weird about Echo. So, sorry, I'm waxing lyrical about Star Wars here. For those of you who aren't interested, I'll try not to be too long on it. But I feel like the Bad Batch were a team.
If you'd asked,
right?
I'd have moved.
They were a team where each one performs a certain role, and then Echo is added to that team in Clone Wars. And I found throughout Season 1, he was kind of at a loose end. He never really has very much to do. I felt like he was a bit of a sort of tag-along, despite being a core protagonist. So...
In Cyrodiil, we respect each other's personal space.
Ah, we're in Cyrodiil now.
Oh, sorry. Am I in your way? Thank you so much for asking so politely.
Maybe with the Bruma patch... No, that tells me when I update the main Lucien mod next, I should condition that line to only play if you're in the Skyrim world space. And that way, it's not a thing for me to change in the patch, it's the thing for me to change in the main mod. Yeah. And that way, it won't be a, he won't do that. He won't say that line when he's not in Cyrodiil.
My friend, you've done Bruma a world of good. You've helped me with so much. So much. County Bruma's safer thanks to you. You deserve a great reward for your service. Hopefully, this'll suffice. Follow me, friend.
Cool, so we're gonna follow him. Great. Who's my favorite Sith character? It's mainstream, but I've always loved Palpatine as a villain. You know, Sidious. He is the original master manipulator, puppet master, power behind, well, not behind the throne, power on the throne, but he's I just love all the planning, the careful planning and moving pieces against each other. I find him incredibly compelling. Despite being a bit of a caricature of a bad guy, a bit sort of I think he always steals the show whenever he shows up in anything. Whether it's a TV show or a movie or a comic or a book. He steals every scene he's in. And part of that is Ian McDiarmid. Generally, just his performance. But, I don't know, I always look forward to him being there.
Ah, the mysterious friend to Bruma returns at last. I predicted as much, did I not? Captain Adius has filled my ears with many wondrous tales about your deeds. I'm sure he embellished at least slightly, but I'm not one to doubt the good captain's sincerity. You have served Bruma ably, and completed tasks that few would even dare attempt. Your dealing with Thorina's cutters proved that many times over. It is for this reason that I grant you the title Friend to Bruma, and with it the right to purchase property here in my city. I would also further reward you. Accept this, with most sincere thanks of myself and my fair county. Pomp and ceremony aside, though, I wonder, what motivated you to do this? Altruism, or something more?
I'm just a really nice guy.
Many people ask others for help. Sometimes it's entirely justified, and entirely innocent. Other times, however, it can lead to disastrous consequences. Schemes can be a dangerous business. Don't wrap yourself up in them without careful consideration. I'd hate to meet you as a political opponent if one day we found ourselves on separate sides.
Sure.
I'm just warning you, friend. Politics is a dangerous game. Be careful where you tread around counts and nobility. Appearances can be deceiving. However, let's not spend all day ruminating on the perils of politics.
I like the alliteration.
You should go speak with Captain Adius. I believe he wanted to say a few words to you before you depart. Once again, I thank you for your aid. County Bruma could use more people like you.
Cool. Maul is a really cool villain, and what I really like about Maul is his that he's a tragic villain. You know, obviously he's evil, and I can't, you know, you can't justify or defend his actions, but you can sort of understand him. There's kind of an empathy for him, in that I feel sorry for him in a way I don't for the other Sith. In that he's trying so hard, time and time and time again, to succeed, and he always fails and fails. But he keeps on trying. He's just so determined. And I love that in his character, that he just does not give up. He will not let it go. Let's just have a look at what the next thing is. Okay, right, here we are.
I hope you like officious ceremony. At least there are some material rewards to be had as well. I imagine the fancy title will get you places. In time, at least. I've been thinking about it, but I've decided not to retire. Your services to Bruma have inspired me, given me hope. There are still decent people in this world. And having the weight of guilt about my failure somewhat expunged is a welcome relief. Come on, I'll see you out.
Cool. Now this is very spoilery for people who haven't played Bruma. This is, you know, major plot spoilers here, so if you do want to save any surprises, now's a good time to tune out. Maul has a code of honor? I don't think I agree with that. I think he's very dishonorable. I don't feel like he's an honorable character. I feel like he would do anything, betray anyone. I just, yeah, I just admire how he doesn't give up. Right, here we go. Final scene of the questline.
Oh, our man's up ahead. Damn it, I did not need this. Today of all days. In my experience, Thalmor have got a way of killing the mood.
Ah, Adius Villius, just who I was looking for.
Is this about those reports? Did it really have to be now, right after a big celebration? Do the Thalmor have need of me right now?
Yes, Villius, we do. But not in a meeting hall. Oh no. We desire your presence elsewhere.
I've heard so
What in
much
Oblivion
about
are you
Bruma.
talking about?
Mark Barr once loved it so much he tried to steal it. He opened one of his dark anchors above the city as part of the river.
The Thalmor prison camp? What is the meaning of this?
Silly Mollak
bow.
You thought you could hide a group of Talos worshippers from us. You thought to play the Thalmor for fools? Are you really so dense? No, enough of this. The dramatic build-up and suspense were both truly palpable, but now that I've seen the look on your face, the novelty has worn off. Guardsmen, let's take Vilius on a little holiday to Blue River. You there, down.
Goodbye, my friend. Perhaps this will be our final goodbye. Tell the Count I'm sorry for the political mess I've dragged him into. And if you can,
it's time.
Do what you can for Bruma and her people in my stead. I doubt we'll see each other again.
Vroom. Okay.
What? I can't believe it. It all happened so fast. Poor Adius. What happened to Adius? It was all our fault, wasn't it?
Right, okay. What happens if I back out here?
Sorry.
Oh, no,
I
okay.
keep meaning... Oh, it's... When? That way? Handy, right? I mean, hopefully we won't have to use it very often. I'll stick to you like...
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, I don't know. Something sticky. Yep. That's what I'll do. Yes?
Okay, anyway, it doesn't start again if you back it out. Let's just reload. And I'll remember to save before engaging him in dialogue this time so we can go through all the options.
Armian's up ahead.
Yeah.
Damn it, I did not need this. Today of all days. In my experience, Thalmor have got a way of killing the mood.
Ah, Adius Vilius, just who I was looking for.
Is this about those reports? Did it really have to be now, right after a big celebration? Do the Thalmor have need of me right now?
Yes, Vilius, we do. But not in a meeting hall. Oh no. We desire your presence elsewhere.
What in Oblivion are you talking about?
We desire your presence in Blue River Prison, Vilius.
Blue River? The Thalmor prison camp? What is the meaning of this?
You thought you could hide a group of Talos worshippers from us. You thought to play the Thalmor for fools? Are you really so dense? No, enough of this. The dramatic build-up and suspense were both truly palpable, but now that I've seen the look on your face, the novelty has worn off.
The voice acting is fantastic
Guardsmen,
here, by the way.
Let's take Vilius on a little holiday to Blue River. You there, down.
Goodbye, my friend. Perhaps this will be our final goodbye. Tell the Count I'm sorry for the political mess I've dragged him into. And if you can,
it's time.
do what you
Open
can
the
for
portal
Bruma
to Blue
and the
River.
people in my
We
stead.
didn't expend all those resources charging that focus for...
Doubt we'll see each other again.
Okay, right, now he's gone. And now I'll save. Now we engage. Oh, sorry. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
That way?
Yeah.
Handy, right?
I keep forgetting we haven't had this conversation.
I mean, hopefully we won't have
Yeah,
to use
okay,
it very
cool.
often.
Yeah, that's fine. Good. Right, wait for him to say his thing first.
What? I can't believe it. It all happened so fast. Poor Adius.
Right.
What happened to Adius? It was all our fault, wasn't it?
We weren't to know.
Weren't we? When we let those Talos worshippers carry on, we knew what we were doing. It was pretty obvious there'd be consequences, and here they are. It was tricky to know what the right thing to do was, but I think this time we got it wrong. I suppose all we can do now is carry on and keep trying our best to get it right.
Yeah, as one.
I'll be right behind you. What happened to Adius? It was all our fault, wasn't it?
It was the Thalmor's fault.
That is true. We did the right thing. It's the Thalmor who are in the wrong. I know, on paper, it's a whole political mess, and there are all those reasons things have ended up how they have. But being here, now, seeing something like this happen to a genuinely good person? It's not right.
And the last one?
What happened to Adius? It was all our fault, wasn't it?
Adius deserved
What?
it.
How can you... No, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Maybe you just need time to process it. I hope that's all it is.
And there we go. Right, that is all the dialogue. Now, the Adius thing is still bothering me. I think it's particularly noticeable there, and I think it potentially undercuts the drama. I think what I might do is I think I might go back and re-record those lines where he says Adius and change them to Adius. Just because I don't want to... It's fine when it's the throwaway lines, but when it's a dramatic thing like that, I don't want to distract the player with the Adius thing when we're trying to make them feel feelings. So... It'll take me some time, you know, it's a bit of a hassle, but I think I can re-record those lines. You know, it won't take me too long to do. Probably take me an hour altogether. So I can do that. I won't do it now, but I can do that on another day. Just go in and get it done. But we've tested most of the dialogue. The last thing that we haven't tested is his stuff about Frostcrag's Spire. Now, just looking in SSE Edit, I can straight away see that the Frostcrag Spire dialogue is not properly got random probabilities on it. I obviously forgot to add get random percents. So they'll be very repetitive. Because there's get stage dones for ones that just trigger once. But there are two just general lines about the tower. Which will repeat, and will repeat too often. So if I just go to a screen with camera thing... Well, yeah, that's the point of testing MMX. It's exactly why we test, is to test things like that. So if I do a get random percent less than 1 on both of them. Get random percent less than 1. Just on these two lines. And that's fine. Now, let's have a look at where he says Adius. Or Adius. These are all just generic. So we've got the conversation where he says Adius. Once in the conversation. And then... we've got main quest idols where he says it a few times, so... Perhaps Adius can help us out a bit. It's actually only 3 lines. We've got this. Do you know what? I can probably do it now. If we open Cubase, we can probably just record them. Gone. Okay, fab. Yes, I know, Ego Cat. It's just not as good now I'm not in it anymore. It really peaked in Season 4. You know? Just not the same. Okay, let me just grab my pop filter, which I think is in this drawer. Where did I put it? Here it is. You know, you should do a petition. Bring back background student extra number 47. Best part of the season. Okay, right, let's just do this quickly then. Hello there, my name is Lucien Flavius, and I'm getting into character. Hello, my name is Lucien Flavius. Flavius. Marvellous. I say, goodness me. Right. What? 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 I can't believe it. It all happened so fast. Poor Adius. What? I can't believe it. It all happened so fast. Poor Adius. What happened to Adius? It was all our fault, wasn't it? What happened to Adius? It was all our fault, wasn't it? And last one. Mission accomplished! Cutters vanquished! Splendid work all! Let's go tell Adius, he'll be thrilled! Mission accomplished! Mission accomplished! Cutters vanquished! Splendid work all! Let's go tell Adius, he'll be thrilled! And I think that's it. Oh no, there's one more here. Well, we have a suspect, but not a location. Perhaps Adius can help us out a bit. Well, we have a suspect, but not a location. Perhaps Adius can help us out a bit? Well, we have a suspect, but not a location. Perhaps Adius can help us out a bit? Yeah, cool. Dialogue recorded. So now I'll need to export that and compress and normalize it and rename the files, regen the lips, convert them to fuses, and then we'll be good to go. Awesome. Right, folks, I think we'll probably end there. I feel like that's a good point to end the stream. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. It's been lovely having you all here. You're all marvelous. I will be back on Saturday for probably more testing of this, to be honest. But yes, so do tune in then for more stuff. Look after yourselves. Remember to drink water and treat yourself to nice things. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Bye.